Yeah, hello once again. He's back finally. Today we're at the Watershed mountain bike trails in Hampton, Tennessee in Carter County. And this is just another good example of how you really don't have to seek out the great national parks or even the local state parks to see nature at its finest. You probably just heard a car pass by me there. This is in a little suburban neighborhood. It's just a set of mountain bike trails. They do eventually go back to the Doe River. But there's a lot of beautiful things to see along the way. And it's semi-isolated from the neighborhood. It's in a good thicket of trees. And I've been out here a few times. I've seen deer. I've seen rabbits, raccoons, all kinds of things like that. So it really is kind of a cool place, and there's a lot to see as long as you keep your eyes open. So let's go ahead and venture down the trail and see what we can find today. Now, isn't this just beautiful? I'm telling you what, if you didn't know that you were so close to a suburban area and the sounds of the cars and things like that, you'd think you were in the middle of a mountain forest somewhere, because the plant life and a lot of the animal life for that matter is basically the same as you would find in that type of environment. It's great. Let's go this way. And so here we are in the middle of this beautiful wilderness. I swear you'd never know that you were just 500 feet from suburbia. We really are. If you listen very carefully, you can hear cars and things like that going by. I even hear a lawnmower in the distance. But for all intents and purposes, you'd think that you were on an isolated mountaintop. You might as well be. There's nobody else out here. And you're going to see the same type of life forms, animals, plants, things like that, that you would in that type of environment. I've seen deer, I've seen raccoons, all kinds of things through here. Salamanders, snakes. This place has got it all. It's gorgeous. Again, you don't have to go to all the national parks, state parks, even state natural areas to be able to appreciate something like this. I bet you there's a wooded lot in your neighborhood somewhere where you could go and you may hear the sound of cars and things of that nature, but you still might see some animals. Deer are basically everywhere. I've seen deer living in suburban neighborhoods with a wooded lot next to a cemetery as a refuge. So you'd be surprised where you can find wildlife if you just got to open your eyes and look around a little bit. All right, let's keep on going. Bug. Alrighty, here's something I just had to stop and give you a peek at. This is a Jack in the Pulpit, a really unique type of flower. Here's the flowering part of it here. It's called a spadix. And if you look in the pulpit, oh, there's Jack right there. Very unique wildflower that I wanted to show you. Now let's continue on our journey, shall we? Alrighty, so I've come to a little sitting spot here. Done probably about a quarter-mile of trail. Not a whole awful lot, but sufficient. In this heat, sufficient to wear me out. It really is kind of hot out here, but it's worth it to kind of get out of the house and again look at what surrounds me. It's gorgeous, it really is. But anyway, I filmed a couple of things along the way, and I'll probably just go ahead and let you know a little bit about that, and probably have the videos kind of merged together and everything. First thing I want to point out is, again, just the beauty of the trail itself. The trail is really gorgeous. All kinds of plant life. You can see some ferns in there. And let's go ahead and, there we go. There's some pretty ferns, eh? I mean, the ferns are prolific through this area. It's basically a pine forest. Lots of ferns, very acidic soil, I would imagine. And there's also a few other surprises thrown in. There's Jack in the Pulpit. And as you get into some of the higher mountainous areas, and not really mountainous areas, but the terrain does get quite a bit steeper on down the trail as you head towards the river, and you're confronted with these limestone bluffs. You can find everything from columbine, wild columbine, to poison ivy. There's an old friend, right? So anyway, like I said, I mean, I've seen lots of different things through here. You can see the harvestmen are prolific through here. You can't go anywhere without seeing a daddy longlegs trying to cross your path or something. They're really fascinating creatures in and of themselves. Carpenter bees, things of that nature. And oh, look at here. Yeah, some ducks. Ducks. Alright, I have a confession to make. I didn't really see the ducks while I was out here. I just kind of threw that in. However, I did see the ducks just right down, again, from a little suburban neighborhood where the Doe River actually goes right through the middle of town. Big old 4-lane bridge right across. Ducks. Anyway, like I said, you don't have to go very far to see some beautiful things in nature. I'll tell you what, I am sweating my patootie off here. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down for a little bit, and I'm just going to relax, have a little bit of refreshment. I'll talk to you in a minute. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm hearing a really strange noise coming out from under this log that I was sitting on. So I'm probably going to put the camera down there and see what I can hear momentarily, but I thought I'd heard some, right in the direction where the camera's pointing, I thought I heard some deer. They make a distinctive noise as they tromp through the woods, and I really did think that some were going to come out, so I was behind the camera ready to get them, but unfortunately not. And there you see my hiking stick there. Which brings me to a matter maybe I should cover just really quickly. If you're going to go for a casual hike in the woods, what should you bring with you? I usually carry a hiking stick, something like that. I wear very casual attire, as you probably noticed. The shirt and pants that I normally wear have stains on them. In fact, hold on. So this one's got paint on it, things like that. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. But hey, it's comfortable. It's comfortable, and that's what you want to do. You want to dress for comfort. Old pair of shorts, old t-shirt, something like that. You never know what you're going to get into when you come out into the woods. Also bring a little shoulder pack. I got it at a Army surplus store. It carries water. I might throw a granola bar or something like that off in there. It also carries other certain necessities from time to time, just depending what your intentions are. So anyway, there you have it. And anyway, I'm going to take this thing off of here now, and listen to this. Tell me what this is. Can you hear that? I'm going to put the camera where my face can't go. I have no idea what that is. Anyway, maybe y'all can help to figure it out for me. Leave me a message on my YouTube channel if you can provide some insight into that. But alrighty, let's go ahead and once again cease operations, and I'll be back shortly. Well, I reckon that's going to be pretty much it for the trails at Hampton Watershed. But I'll tell you what, it's been a wonderful experience. I wish I could have produced something a little more significant for you, like a deer or even a bear, something of that nature. You just never know. But I think we've had a pretty productive day. Seen some harvestmen, some pretty wildflowers, things of that nature. And I'll tell you what, if you want to spend a nice day in the woods and not be worried about crowds and things of that nature and not have to drive very far, if you live in the area, oh, my pack just fell. Check out the Watershed mountain bike trails over in Hampton, Tennessee. Till then, this is Rafe, signing off.